As always, welcome to Monday's Learn with Beauty Slash. For this tutorial, I was a bit hesitant what type of content should I upload on my YouTube, but thankfully, guys, you send me your questions, and I received a very good question about how do I keep the outline during my procedures. So I made this video for people who are struggling with fixing their outline during the procedures, meaning you draw two sides of the brows on the client and then you're scared to do the microblading or shading because you're simply will lose the shape, or you're afraid of the numbing cream to erase your shape. So I had this problem before, long time ago, and I already fixed this problem and I don't have this anymore. First of all, before I give you the real tips, first of all, I encourage you to numb your client's brows before you draw the brows. It doesn't matter it doesn't matter whether it takes you 2 hours to map the brows. The procedure, whether it's microblading or shading, it doesn't hurt. So to be honest, you don't even have to put the numbing cream. For the microblading, I use nano needles. It doesn't hurt at all, and I've tested this on my students for offline course. They told me it doesn't hurt. We did to each other a little microblading without the ink. They said it doesn't hurt at all. So if you worry about that, it means your microblading or shading pressure is too much. Okay, so this issue we solved. So I encourage you to do numb before you do the brow mapping. Okay, so now you did a nice shape for your brows for your client, and you are afraid to lose this shape during your first path. So if you do not know how to fix the outline, so if for instance I'm doing the microblading, I would try to do microblading around the outline, not even the inside, just around the outline, so I can fix the shape. And then for the shading, I would do the same thing. I would shade the outline only, but I would shade so lightly that I still can have either the soft brow or the harsh outline brow, any type of the brow. But if you do not know how to do that, then you should get the surgical marker. Then what you just do after you map your brows, you just simply put light dots around the shape. These dots, they will last you till the procedure, and then what if any of these dots are left, you can use the makeup remover and they will be gone. And honestly, the surgical marker probably lasts me till half of the procedure, so that's something not to worry about. Now, so how do we fix the outline during the procedure? So I would do, if it was me, I would do the microblading around the shape. So for instance, okay, this was wrong, but I'm just trying to make it fast for you guys. So I am microblading around the shape right now. And this way, so I'm not going any lower, I'm just doing this. Like these strokes, they will give me the outline here. The same goes for this strokes. If I go here, for instance here, so then these lines will give me the shape, and then even I have the support from my surgical marker, and well, that's it. There is no problem at all, and no worries at all about your pencil disappear during the procedure. The other thing you might be wonder, then how about the shading? The shading goes same way. If you have the surgical marker, you don't really need to do the outline first. You can already shade. But if you don't feel confident, you can still do the outline. If you want to have the sharp, right, the sharper brows, you can do the outline. You can create, as I mentioned before, the light outline for the soft brow if your movement of the head is wider when you do the shading. So if you want to, for instance, if you want to create sharper outline, your hand movement will be almost at one place, but for lighter outline, softer outline, your hand movement will be wider because you want to create the dots further apart from each other, since machine is doing this type of movement. So that is it for this tutorial. Maybe I didn't understood you guys' question. Maybe I answered the wrong question, but if you feel I haven't answered this, just let me know in a comment what your real struggle is with the outline, so that I can either answer you or I can quickly make a video on my Instagram in a story and post this on Monday right away after this video. So I hope you like it. I hope you find it useful, and comment your next request for the next Monday's Learn with Beauty / tutorials. See you guys!